Hello and welcome to Lifestyles Today in Brevard. I'm Shrum filling in for Sharon Kindred. We've got a great show planned for you today. Parents, this question is for you. Do you know the proper way to secure your child in a car seat? Even if you think you do, you still might want to check out this first video. The Safe Kids Brevard mobile fitting station recently visited us. Certified child safety passenger technicians travel around the county in this vehicle to raise awareness of child seat safety. Let's check it out.
Hi, Peg. Thanks for coming. And welcome to our mobile fitting station. Would you do me a favor, please? I know you came to get your child seat checked, so first thing I'd like to do is give you that brochure about safety, okay? And fill out this information form right here for me. Just start on that. Okay. And this is just to give us permission to look at the car seat and then explain to you what we feel is necessary, okay? To make it right.
All right.
Okay?
My name is Michelle Fisher, and I'm the Executive Director for the Source of Safety, a not-for-profit organization here in Brevard County that focuses on injury prevention for children. And we are also the lead organization for Safe Kids Brevard. I am standing in front of our new mobile fitting station unit. We're very excited to introduce this program. Safe Kids Brevard is a collaboration of safety advocates throughout Brevard County. We have several different partners, and Reggie Bell and Gail Whitworth are the coordinators of Safe Kids, and they represent Titusville Fire and Emergency Services and the University of Florida Brevard County Extension. And then, of course, Parish Medical Center and Health First are the two primary partners that are helping us with this new program. The mobile fitting unit will be used throughout the county. The object is to have an outreach program that will reach families and provide child passenger safety education and resources. So if I were a parent coming to visit the unit, I would have scheduled my appointment ahead of time. And when I arrive, we'll have certified car seat technicians staffing the unit. The first thing that will happen is we will take a look at the car seat as it arrives and be able to educate the parent on what they're doing well. We always want to check how the child is currently riding in the seat so we can tell how the seat fits the child, if it's the appropriate seat for their developmental stage, and if it's been installed properly. But all depends on the vehicle and the compatibility between the seat and the vehicle. So your husband has done a good job in using them correctly. Child passenger safety, car crashes are the leading cause of unintentional injury and death for children 14 and under, and that's nationwide. We've been doing car seat checkup events in Brevard County since '03, and from the statistics we've pulled, the misuse rate in Brevard County is 95%. So that shows that there are a lot of families out there that think they're doing the right thing. They think their seats are installed properly. However, their children are still being transported at risk.
All right. Hey, buddy. What's his name?
Finn.
How much does Finn weigh?
27 pounds.
27 pounds? And how old is he?
21 months.
21 months. That's nice. He's a big boy, huh? How you doing? Let's see. Let's look and see this. Yeah, okay.
An example of a grave misuse would be an infant car seat being placed in front of an airbag. There's high potential for injury in that situation, so that is a real problem.
This is a never. You never put a car seat in front of an airbag. Even shows you right here the directions on the seat, the label on the seat. But we see this so much because parents want to see their infant. They're afraid of what could be happening to the baby in the back seat.
An example of a lesser misuse might be the harnesses that are placed over the child. They may just be a bit looser than should be appropriately placed. A lot of families are real concerned they don't want to constrain the child too much or make it too tight, but actually those harnesses are what hold the child in the seat.
And so this is the baby seat belt, right? But look how loose it is.
Yeah.
Do you think he could come out of that?
Yeah.
And for infants and small children, it's still recommended the safest place for that child is in the center position of the car. Always, because right here is only about 4 or 5 inches of sheet metal.
Okay.
So if a car hits you right here and it runs a stop sign on this side.
The other piece that we always look for in the installation is if there's a proper fit in the vehicle. There are a lot of incompatibilities between some car seats and some vehicle manufacturers, and often it makes it more difficult for a seat that might fit perfectly in my vehicle to fit the same in a carpool vehicle that I may be assisting with or working with. There are 4 basic stages in child passenger safety development. They go from infant to toddler to booster seat age, and then finally to the seat belt. And what happens traditionally is many parents feel that they can take a child after they're about 4 years old and automatically place them into an adult seat belt. Unfortunately, Florida is one of the few states that does not have a booster seat law. And so parents typically look to Florida law for what's safe, but unfortunately our Florida law does not practice what's best practice. So a lot of education within our state is required to help those parents address the child that's in that in-between stage, ages 4 to 8 years old, that still need to be in a booster seat before they're placed into an adult seatbelt. The process that will occur when a parent comes to visit the mobile fitting station unit, first of all, they would go to our website, which is www.sourceofsafety.org, and they will find a tab there for the mobile fitting station unit and instructions on how to make an appointment. So that's our objective, is to get the education out there, help clarify any questions they may have, and be able to be sure our objective with the child leaving this unit is that they're leaving safer than when they arrived.
To schedule an appointment for a free car seat inspection, you can call 567-0220. To learn more about the mobile fitting station, visit sourceofsafety.org. In our next segment, we're going to go to Chef Bob's kitchen. Chef Bob is a personal chef who's going to show us how to create a gorgeous and edible summer centerpiece for a party.
My name is Chef Bob, and today we're going to carve a watermelon and the various steps that goes through how to carve a watermelon without slicing a finger off and still come out with a very attractive and easy to use ornate garnish for your summer parties. Today we're going to be using this fillet knife to peel the watermelon. Then we're going to use this standard biscuit cutter to start the first part of our rose in the center. And then we're going to use this knife. It has two different names. One, it's called a tournet knife, Tournet, or a bird's beak paring knife. And this is something where we're going to actually be making the petals of the rose, and it sounds a lot harder than it really is, so let's get started and I'll show you how to do this. First thing, I use watermelons that are at room temperature, because if they're refrigerated first and then I take them out into the humidity, they start to sweat and they become slippery and very dangerous to peel or to carve. What we're going to do is we're going to start by cutting away from us at all times, and we're going to use this fillet knife to get started here. And we don't want to cut too far into the peel. We want to leave some of this white material so that we can have that on the outside, and the inside is of course the nice red color of the watermelon. We're going to use those contrasting colors to give definition to our rose. We're going to use this biscuit cutter, and we're going to start our rose with just a simple circle that's cut into this watermelon. Rotate this as you pull it out, because if you pull it straight out, sometimes you pull this plug out with you, and you don't want to do that. All right, now with our bird's beak paring knife, we're going to come around the outside and we're at an angle here, and we're cutting just this little lip off the circle that we just cut. You can do this in one piece usually. We want to take our knife and go straight down and make a semicircle. And then at an angle right underneath it, we want to make another cut in the same shape as the semicircle, and we start to see what looks like the first petal of our rose. What we do from here is we go about 1/3 of the way in from the cut we just made, and we do the same thing again. We want to make a semicircle straight down, and then at an angle right next to it. From the outside, at an angle, I want to make this first cut like so. Then this comes out. Now, the line that I've created right here on the rim, I'm going to go straight down. Now that I've made that cut, I'm going to go at an angle right behind that. And then this piece comes out. Here's the first petal of our rose. And what we're going to do next is we're going to now sort of make this ready to put on the table. And by that I mean I'm going to come in here on the side and go straight around all the way around. This makes the rose stand out a little better, and it gives a nice appearance on the table. What we're going to do now is we're going to come back here and make little indentations the same way we did down the other way. Straight down at an angle. Where the watermelon meets the table on the bottom, I want to make another cut. So what I want to do, stand him up and make a flat area right here where he can just sit on the table very nicely without rolling around. And there's our watermelon rose. Well, I thank you all for watching, and I hope you learned how to carve a watermelon today, and I want to see some of these in your backyard barbecues.
Who knew that carving a watermelon could be so easy? If you'd like a step-by-step instruction guide on how to create your own watermelon rose, check out the Life section in this Thursday's Florida Today. Remember, if you're going to try this at home, be extremely careful, and kids should always have a grown-up helper. Now that watermelon has us in the spirit of summer, let's take a fun summer outing, a kid-friendly eco tour.
We offer a variety of special events and our regular eco tours and our sunset cruises. We also do full moon cruises, shuttle launch cruises. Once a month we do our Kids Cruise Free promotion in conjunction with Key Grill and Tiki Bar. We also do Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July, and other special events. We also do educational tours. We will take school groups, homeschool, private, public schools. We can get in the water or we can stay on the boat and teach local people about the Indian River Lagoon and the critters you might find in and around it.
And she is actually plankton. All right, now when I was talking about plankton...
During the summer we do a promotion. It's called Reward Kids Good Grades. And what that is that children who bring their report cards and have all A's and B's can receive half off their ticket price. And they will also receive a free cookie or ice cream with their lunch at Key Grill and Tiki Bar. We're also doing a promotion for Brevard's county school teachers, where they will get half off of their ticket price if they would like to come on one of our regular eco tours or sunset cruises.
We also do a cruise and dine package that offers a special menu for children and a special lunch menu and a special dinner menu for adults that take the cruise. We also have a full moon cruise where we offer a fruit and wine, and it's actually beautiful because the moon just sparkles across the river and it's so relaxing, and you have the wine and the fruit, and it makes for a really nice 2-hour cruise.
We are an educationally based tour, so as we're cruising along the lagoon, we'll learn about the lagoon. We will look for dolphins, we'll look for manatees, we look for native birds, we'll talk about the natural history and the plants. Sometimes we're lucky enough to pluck a jellyfish out of the water and talk about that. We'll also pull a plankton tow where we can look at plankton in the water and anything else that we might see.
I like to do stuff with nature. I had a lot of fun. I had trouble sometimes telling the difference between black, red, and white mangroves, so I learned that.
I like doing our educational tours with school groups and homeschool groups. I really like getting hands-on with the kids. That's why our trips are a little bit more hands-on on a regular basis, just because it's more fun for me, and I think the kids will remember it a little bit better. I think people would enjoy our trip to learn more about the lagoon. It's right in their backyard, and it's always interesting to find what people don't realize. I know one of the biggest things that I always hear people talk about are porpoises in the lagoon, and we don't actually have porpoises in the lagoon. They are bottlenose dolphins. So things like that, where we get to educate people on the things that are right in their backyard, and once they learn about it, they are more prone to want to do things to conserve that resource.
We live locally, so each time we drive by Key Grill, we see the sign, and Skylar pretty much talked me into going ahead and coming on a beautiful morning to take a cruise.
I think it was just amazing. I learned a lot of facts so I can tell my teacher when I go back to school.
That seemed like a great activity for any kids who love getting outside. For more information, you can visit dolphingirltours.com. Next, we're going to look at some animals that aren't quite as wild as the ones you'll find in the river. These cute kitties need a forever home.
Hi, I'm Susie Fleming Leonard, and I'm joined today by my coworker Jennifer Sengeling, and we have with us Nancy Millar from Perfect Friends. Tell us who you brought to visit us today. We have some special kittens today.
We do. I told you that we had a unique kitty, and you know, people don't think that you're going to find like Siamese or special different kind of kitties at the shelter, but that's where these guys, or girls, excuse me, came from. And this is Polly. I named her Polly because she's what's known as a polydactyl. And that means mini, poly means many, and dactyl meaning toes or finger. People really know them as Hemingway kitties. And you know, they're special, they're unique, and she's also a Maine Coon, which, you know, I just love those little Maine Coons. And her sister, this is her sister Tasha, she's a Maine Coon, she's a brown tabby, and you can see they're very playful, but look at her cute little toes. Polydactyls can have up to 7, normally they just have 5 and 4 on the back, but she's just got the one extra one.
So she
right
looks
there.
like she's wearing little mittens.
Yeah, she could be called Mittens, or she could be a good boxer.
And they're called Hemingway kitties because the Hemingway had them.
Ernest Hemingway still
Key
does.
West, and they have a lot of them at the Hemingway house.
If you've never been to the Key West or the house or Hemingway's house in Key West, it's great. They only have like 1 litter a year, and then adopt them out. So they're kind of unique, I think, and especially when her paws are white like that. Very cute. Very cute.
And I think that Jennifer has taken a liking to Tasha here.
Tasha.
I'm in love. Aww. She's a cute little kitty. Can you tell us how would one adopt Tasha and Polly?
Well, our website is on Pet Finder. It's perfect, as you so well said. Perfect, P-U-R-R-F-E-C-T. Perfectfriendsflorida.petfinder.com. And you can see cute little Polly here and Tasha. And we also have adults. We have kittens, and we have pictures of them, up to 3 pictures of them, and we have a bio. We don't just put them on there. We tell whether they'd be good with kids, dogs, what kind of family, do they need a buddy, that kind of thing. Are they shy? Are they real playful? And anyhow, you can look at that and email us. It is on the website. Email us and let us know you're interested. And we do have an adoption application. We try to match the right kitty with the right home. And of course, they're spayed, neutered, vaccinated, dewormed, treated with advantage for fleas. And that's how people would adopt them.
Do you know the history where these kitties came from originally?
I don't. Their mom, they were brought in by animal control, the mom, and there's actually 6 of them. I just brought 2 today. And the mom didn't make it. She got really sick, and then the kittens got sick, and when I got them, of course, we've had to treat them with antibiotics for about 3 weeks almost. So Tasha still has a little sniffle every now and then, but they're with time and antibiotics, they get over it.
Well, Nancy, thank you for joining us. And sorry, I almost lost Polly there. I hope that these 2 sweet babies find home soon. And thank you as always for coming in to spend some time with us. And thank you, Polly. Thank you.
Thumbs up.
How sweet were those cats? That's our show for this week. Thanks for watching. Join us again next week, same time, same place. Have a great day.